So in today's video, we are going to show you how to create the most perfect beach waves. And my client here has extensions. So whenever I am styling extensions or curling them, I always like to section them off row by row. And I honestly would section the hair the exact same way if this client did not have extensions. So one thing that's really important when you are styling hair is that you prep the hair prior to curling and prior to blow drying with the proper products. So utilizing products that have really good hold and a really good grip before you blow dry is really crucial. And then of course using a heat protectant and products before you actually start curling is also very important. So as you can see, I am beginning to curl her hair. I always work my way from one side of the head all the way around. And I'm really utilizing the barrel of the curling iron to smooth out the hair as I go. And when I wrap the barrel around, I pull and I'm stretching the curl to almost make the curl look much skinnier and elongate that curl pattern. Now, depending on your section size will depend on the looseness of your curl. The smaller the section size you take, the tighter your curl is going to be. The bigger the section you take, the looser your waves will be. So now you can see I'm really utilizing my curling iron to pull and stretch, and this is what's going to create that more beachy look instead of your traditional curls. Now when I'm doing this, I'm really making sure that the curling iron is heating up the hair. I always start at the top of the hair and I pull out and stretch. Pull and stretch. And that's what's going to give you that beachy look. As I'm getting to the ends, I'm really leaving those ends out and I'm leaving them straight. I'm just really smoothing them out with my curling iron. And I'm wrapping it around. I'm pulling and stretching. So it's almost like I'm curling and giving it a little straightening all in one. You can see that ends out. You can see I left that end straight. I love this curl pattern so much. I feel like it gives so much beautiful texture. Now, if they are wearing extensions, then I just make sure that I'm getting their natural hair and the extension hair in the section so it looks seamless. And I'm actually curling the hair all in one direction on that side. And then when I get to the other side, I'm going to curl in the opposite direction. So when I'm doing my curls, I'm always curling away from the face, and this is very important. If you don't curl away from the face, especially in those first few sections, your curls look off, and that's the only way I can describe it. They just look off. So you always want to make sure you're curling away from the face. One thing that you can do as well is alternate the way that you're curling. So you can curl in one direction and then in the opposite, but you're still going to make sure your first two curls are away from the face. So now I've switched directions and I'm now curling the other side, and I'm curling again away from the face. And it's like I'm lightly opening my clamp and pulling at the same time, just to kind of make sure that there's no dents left in the hair. So now we're going to take down our next section. She's wearing 2 rows of extensions, and look at how seamless that blend is. So we are pretty much going to do the same thing. We are going to make sure that we are moving from side to side, and that each side on the head is curled away from the face. We're just pulling and stretching. We're really making sure, and I think this is the most important thing to know, is that you're letting the curls cool before you brush them out. I think that's crucial to having a long-lasting wear, and to make sure that your curls actually stay even. If you brush your curls out before they have a chance to cool, they're not going to hold that same pattern. And especially too, like sometimes if you curl it out, or you brush it out, if you brush out your curls and one side is cool and the other isn't, one side will actually be more curled than the other. So you really want to make sure that you let things cool before you really start finishing your style. Again, we're just starting at the top and we're pulling and stretching. Now, when we get to the top section of the hair, with the extensions, the main thing is you really want to make sure that the extension hair blends. This is going to matter with the color, of course, but with the curls, you want to make sure that you are not leaving the ends out, especially if they have short hair. So you want to curl the hair from root to ends. We're not going to leave those ends straight in this top section. And that's important to get everything to blend. So now that we've let the hair cool, we're going to comb it out. And I really like to make sure that the hair looks really fluffy. So I will go in with a wide tooth comb And I really start manipulating the hair, and I start spraying the texture spray underneath. So I will do this in sections as well because this is going to give you a lot of fullness and a lot of holds. So as you can see, those curls are really, really perfect and they look really full. So we're going to take down her top section, and now we're going to comb everything through. And that is how you create the perfect beach wave. So you can see by not curling those ends, everything kind of melts into each other. The curl looks seamless from root to ends. And the hair looks really fluffy, and we're going to go ahead and finish with our products. I like to use texture spray, not too much, and hairspray because that really does give you a long-lasting hold. I hope today's video was helpful, and I hope that you can conquer this styling service with success.